All right, y'all. Welcome to another edition of the Pet Pro Power Hour. Today we have Jazz, the pet stylist out of Chicago, Illinois. How are you doing, Jazz?
I am doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. Jazz is the owner of Royal Pawz out in Chicago. Again, we do high-end and top quality grooming and daycare, overnight care, and a clothing boutique.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yes. All right. Well, in that, let's go ahead and just dive right in. Let us know how did you get started into that? Like what led you into being in the pet industry, first of all?
Okay, for sure. I was not looking to come into the pet industry at all. I was actually in school to be an architect at UIC, and I just needed a summer job. And I was like, I'm good with dogs. Let me see if I can get a job as a bather because I
Mhm.
always wanted to do that. But for some reason, none of the jobs I ever wanted, I got hired at. So for some reason, I just happened to get hired at Petco, and it was an all black salon at the time, and I just liked it. Like it was cool. But grooming, when I seen the dogs come in the salon, of course you bathing them, so okay, you
Mhm.
helping, you part of the team. But when you actually see them on the table and they come off the table, it's like, wait a minute, hold on,
Mhm.
what did you do? I want to learn that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I went from Petco to PetSmart to I hopped around. I did because
Mhm.
things are just different in different salons. Like and being that was the only salon that I was in that was black. As
Okay.
you start to venture out to other spaces and places, you notice that they don't look like us. And
Gotcha.
when they
No,
don't look
absolutely.
like us, and if you are decent, you may run into some issues. That's what I've run into. I don't
Mhm.
know about anybody else's experience in dealing with groomers of a different persuasion, but for me, it's
Mhm.
always been like, it's cool. They like to work with you, but once you start, like your work starts to get better and your
Aggressive, yeah.
clients and more clients are requesting you, things start to shift. So
Mhm.
then I was like, I could do this on my own, actually. Like, why aren't my people getting the A1 service that these people are getting? It's because of the
Mhm.
location and because of what they can afford. So I chose
Mhm.
to do my own thing. And then eventually that led to opening up Royal Pawz.
Gotcha. And how long ago was that?
I opened up Royal Pawz 4 years ago, July 5th.
Okay. Oh, so
So
we just passed 4 years.
man, we're just passing 4 years. Man, it's been a one person shop. My father does work for me now. He's been with me for about a year and a half. He's my
Okay.
bather.
Okay.
He's amazing. It's a lot of work for him, of course, him being an older man, but he shows up to work every day with a smile. He gives my clients.
Look, how does that feel? Well, I mean, working with your dad, how does that feel?
Man, working on my daddy is actually cool. Like if
Yeah,
anybody's gonna show up, my daddy gonna show up. Like
for sure.
he's gonna show up and he's
That
gonna
makes
give
sense.
100%. And he's nice to everything. He's naturally a really, really nice guy. So
Yeah.
he's nice to everyone. He's gentle with the dogs. Like he's amazing. Now, don't get me wrong, given we work together now 5 days a week, he is seeing different parts of me he never seen before. Like, oh, you don't talk to
Entrepreneurial
people that
side.
often.
Yeah.
Like, nah, some days I'm just in my head. And he like, well, you my baby girl. Like,
Mm.
I want to know what's wrong. And I'm like, Daddy, I own a business. Like,
Right. It's a different mindset.
yeah, like,
It's a different thing going on up here.
yeah, it's a lot going on up here. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we good. I don't have no problem with you, but I
Right.
got things going on that I need to. So
Yeah.
it's great though, honestly. Like, if I could have anybody working for me,
Yeah. It'll be that.
oh
I
yeah.
feel
So
that.
when the business grows, he's definitely taking a manager position for sure. 100%.
No, absolutely. And I love that. So it's not only, and like you said, just he gets to see you in a different light, and a lot of people don't realize like in this journey, like we have to have plenty of team meetings in our head, right? So we have
Mm-hmm.
that we're always
Yeah.
talking to ourselves. And
Yeah.
no, I get that too. Like even with having the staff at the shop, they're like, some days you don't say anything, some days you're more. outgoing and
Mhm.
talkative and you want to talk to people. Other days you just literally just, all right, give me this dog. What are we doing for this
Yep.
dog? Let's get this dog done.
Yep.
And it's just like there's so many things that are happening at the same time for
Yep.
entrepreneurs, right? And we
Yep.
have to do that. How do you handle, how do you handle everything? Because you just expanded as well, too, right?
Yep, I expanded to a daycare and overnight. I do the overnight from my home now because I've moved
Okay.
spaces since
Okay.
then as far as my living quarters are concerned. So I'm
Okay.
not as close. So now I do the overnight from my spot downtown.
Okay.
But I do still have the daycare and then the products and the clothes and all of that stuff. And how do I manage it?
Yeah.
Ooh, just one day at a time. So I'm literally in the
Mhm.
process of like becoming a new person and trying to delegate those things
For
for
sure.
whenever those people do come in. So getting my systems and everything in place and like writing this stuff down because I've been doing all of this on my own for
Yeah.
the salon has been there 4 years, but I also had a spot in my basement for 3 years. They helped me
Okay.
save up for this. So I've really been doing this 7 years
Okay.
for real, for real.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
I mean, I guess you just figure it out.
As you
If
go,
you're
yeah.
doing something for so long, you just. But now
Yeah,
I'm
at
in a
this
space
point,
of having to figure out delegation and bringing
yeah,
people
you got to
in.
grow.
Yeah, I just enrolled in Markel Russell's mentorship program, which
All
was
right.
a very, very, very hefty investment. Um,
I believe it. I believe it.
but it's to help me grow and
Yeah.
scale strategically
Okay.
through marketing, of course, expanding the team, but then also through like digital products and the things that I see you have taken and stepped your foot into the pool of doing
I
some
appreciate it.
things that I want to do,
Oh
and I
well,
think that's
you have my
amazing.
number. Just reach out and ask. Like I have no problem. Like cause me, I'm figuring it out too.
Yeah.
Like I'm figuring things out too. So like we've had the shop now for no, yeah, we're in our third year.
Okay.
It'll be year four, September.
Okay.
Excuse me, I apologize. It'll be year four, January,
Okay.
but it'll be year nine, September for the whole business.
Okay.
So I've had the shop now for a few years, and even with that, it's always a learning opportunity. I would have loved to, just starting off really figure out mentorship and,
Mhm.
really getting people to really invest in like, hey, do this for marketing, do this for budgeting, do
For
this for,
sure.
branding and things
For
like that.
sure.
Being able to handle, certain client communications and customer service and stuff. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's so many things and so
So
many
many different
aspects of
aspects. Yeah.
of
For sure.
entrepreneurship
For sure.
that we have to juggle that a lot of people don't get. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like having that mentorship and having, finding out what works and what doesn't work.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah, yeah. Even people
it's a
that
lot.
go into our industry with no experience in grooming,
Yeah.
I've seen a few businesses open that way, and I think they're still open. I think one just closed recently.
Okay.
She wanted to hire me as a groomer, and I was like, "Well, I don't work for anybody, but
Yeah. No,
I can help you. I
yeah.
can help you. So you can go ahead and pay me like this fee, and I'll walk you through
Yeah.
what it is to have a grooming business." And she was like,
Hmm.
"Oh no, I can't do that. My rent is $5,000." And I was like, "Well, why did you open a salon somewhere where the rent is $5,000 and you have no experience with grooming?"
Yeah.
So things like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Because that them 30 days it's gonna show up quick. Okay.
Man, man,
And let me tell you,
I'm
having a storefront is totally different than doing mobile.
to-
Okay.
I my rent is 3 grand and it's just
Uh-huh.
me.
Yeah,
So it is just me. So like
I get it.
I'm so ready to bring in like a protege or something. I'm
Mhm.
praying I'm really praying for God to send somebody in that I can just like pour into and teach.
No, I
Because
feel that.
it takes a lot to learn it and do it the right way.
Mhm.
Like
It
I think
does.
a lot of groomers hop in and they groom, but I went through a mentorship with Ashley, the grooming extraordinaire, and she tore my foundation apart just for me to be able to build to where I can charge 125 comfortably.
I feel that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel that. And look, I tell you, what do I need to do to start doing? Because I told you my starting, and I'm like,
yeah,
I even with that, I feel like all the things that we do is worth the value of it, right?
mm-hmm,
You know,
mm-hmm,
but it also falls into marketing to the right clients
yep,
and attracting the right clientele.
mm-hmm,
So I think a lot of people really struggle with that part because it's
mm-hmm,
like, okay, I want to be able to hold on to the old people that have grown with me and really like adjusted with me as I've
mm-hmm.
gone through this journey. But then with the new people, I want to be able to be like, look, this is the starting price and this is
Right.
how we run things and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so for those that are looking for that confidence, what has helped you gain that confidence and be able to understand and like just look like this is what it is,
Yeah, for
and how to
sure.
make it happen.
For sure. Furthering my education would be the first thing that I would say. Even though, again, like I said, I was grooming before Ashley came in, I had been grooming for 9 years. And then I invested $5,000 for her
Mhm.
because she trained in China.
Yeah,
So I don't have to go to China, but
yeah,
I'll go ahead and make the investment. And even though $5,000 sound like a lot of money, she paid way more to go to China and way more to go to school. So
yeah.
once that aspect came in, I was like, oh, I can actually do these techniques. That for sure gave me the confidence.
Mhm.
Um, and knowing your craft, like really knowing your craft and being able to educate the client. Like I've told clients now that I do want to raise my doodle prices, like I'm preparing them like, look, this is why I have to raise the price. If I start at 125 for a small dog and that takes me an hour to an hour and a half, but it takes me 2.5 hours to 3 hours to do your dog, do the math.
Right. Makes sense.
1.125 times 2.5 is
Yeah,
way under what I'm charging you.
yeah.
And then the
And
client says,
then,
you know what? That makes sense.
yeah.
But I have to explain that to you. I mean, and yeah, it's an extra step.
And-
It's an extra
yeah.
step, but I'm explaining it to you. If you don't know,
Mhm.
you don't know. Like,
Yeah.
so I
And
do
that's
think that plays a big part.
I understand completely. And I think that's one thing that when you do start this business, people don't realize how much talking to the people you have to
Yeah.
do because you
Yeah.
have to build trust and you have to
Mhm.
communicate with them, you have to educate them, you have to keep them accountable,
Yes.
and there's a lot of emotional intelligence and education and confidence that goes into how you speak and how you really
Mhm.
communicate those things.
Mhm. Mhm. I don't coddle my clients any longer. I used to. I used to. I really did. I used
Of
to be like,
course, we had to.
no, you have to do this. You have to
Yeah.
brush. And that's not they're these are adults. So talking to them like children doesn't work. You just
Yeah.
tell them like, hey, I don't want to charge you for combing and brushing. You're not getting the haircut that you want on top of me having to charge you extra.
Mhm.
This is not what you want. If I'm charging you $125, get what you're paying for. Why do you want to pay me to
Mhm.
demat your dog
Yeah.
when you really don't even have to do that? You could just brush your dog at home.
You
Brush him
could.
at home.
A
And if
few
you
minutes
don't
a day.
want to do that, just come in a little bit more often. You can pay me for a brush out. Like there's ways that we could work around it. But then
Mhm.
also, if you don't listen and I'm just constantly shaving your dog, then you off my schedule. I can't because when the dog walks out the door, the person that driving past is not saying, "Ooh, that person didn't take care of their dog." They're saying that groomer messed that dog up, and now it's Royal Pawz shaves dogs. Like,
That it. You know what? And that makes whole lot of sense.
like,
No, and no, for real. And a lot of people they do not think about it that way.
yeah,
Like they think about how of course, people are judging the pet parents, but and what I tell people all the time, especially why we put so much into our grooms and into our education and
Mhm.
learning different techniques and the products that we use, is because
Mhm.
these dogs really are billboards for our businesses.
Yeah.
And I want people to have pride and be excited to talk about where they get their dogs groomed. So to
Yeah.
yeah, like think about the person that's driving by and they just seen a dog shave down come out. They're not thinking, oh,
No.
it's the pet parent. No, they're like, oh, I don't want to go there. They shave dogs down.
Like you're not they're not thinking anything about that.
No, I
They
get
don't
that.
know
No.
that the dog's been sitting in the cage for weeks at a time, has been peeing on
Uh-huh.
itself, and
They
you're
just
just
seen
trying
that
to get the.
small, yeah.
They don't know that. How could it's your fault? It's your job to make the dog look good. So instead of doing that, like we have steps that we take.
Yeah.
I'll work with you a little bit, but some of my clients they will come in and be like, I brush them, I comb them because
Mhm.
Jasmine, I'm tired of hearing your mouth. Whatever.
And no, but for real, that's why like in our videos, I've been so like honing in on brush your dog, comb your dog, brush your dog, comb your dog. People literally send DMs and be like, all right, every time I see your face, I'm combing and brushing my dog. All right, I'm
Please,
brushing my dog out. All right, I'm combing my dog. Like, thank you. Good,
please,
good.
please.
Okay. Because I tell you, it is literally something that we talk about till we're blue in the face. And all we want
Mhm.
to do is give great haircuts and make them look pretty and nice and something that we are happy about. Right, boy.
I want to give you what you pay for. Like
Yes, exactly.
I told you that I was going to present these things. These are the things that I'm
Mhm.
trying to do for you to give you the best haircut possible.
Yeah.
If you don't meet me halfway, I can't do my job. So now I
At
have to
least
do
probably,
more
yeah.
work, which is going to hit your pockets. And it's going to hit
Mhm.
because it's not going to come out the way we want it.
No, no.
So,
And I was talking to the staff literally the other day, and it boiled down to I have to undo the last 5 to 6 weeks in 2 hours.
yep. Yes. 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 Don't let it be 12 weeks.
Exactly. Right. Right. I have to undo a 2 months worth of work, okay, in 2 hours. And you don't want to pay for that. Like it's automatically our fault that we have to do what we have to do, which is like, where's the accountability at, people?
Again, I think it boils down to people not knowing. Because I was talking to a friend, he was like, just off of talking to you, I understand why you charge what you charge when you get into what your shampoo costs, how much a dryer costs, what your
Yeah,
shears cost. What he was like, your clippers. I'm like, they're about 350. He like, what you don't use Andis? I said, those are Andis.
yeah.
Those are Andis clippers. They're just not human clippers, and you can't get them at the beauty supply for $59.99. Like
Nah,
it's an
you,
investment, and I still have to sharpen this stuff.
yep. Keep it clean, maintenance, everything. Like on a daily, because we're not just like grooming one dog per day. Like it's
Exactly.
something like we're growing multiple dogs per day. So there's wear and tear that we have to keep up with.
Mm-hmm. So that goes into my confidence in paying because I know what I'm spending.
No, absolutely.
You have no clue what it takes
Yeah,
to do this. So
yeah.
that goes into it. Um, And then I think
No,
just having like the years of experience as well, and just my few things that I've done in my 13 years. So being on HBO, things like that.
yeah.
Um,
Tell us
so
about that experience.
so I went on Hot Dog, which was a show that was shot on HBO Max right after COVID let up. So it was
Okay.
actually one of the first shows that was able to be shot during that time. So we still had to go through like all the COVID testing
Mhm.
and all that stuff. It was
Mhm.
pretty cool. I was extremely nervous. I didn't
I
know who
understand.
I was competing against. I didn't
Yeah.
know who I was even in this competition. So I'm hearing different names float around that had been on the show, and I'm just like, oh my God. But I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
You made it.
I'm
Look, you
here. I'm
made it.
here to do this. So I
Um,
hear a familiar voice, and it ends up being Jessica Adorno, I
mhm.
believe is her name. She's in New
I
York.
know you're talking about.
Does
Yeah.
like the dancing with the scissors and stuff. So I hear
Yeah.
her voice. So I'm like, oh my God, this is who I gotta go against.
Uh-huh.
Like, she about to smoke me. This is what I'm thinking.
Uh-huh.
This is what I'm thinking in
Yeah.
my head, right?
I get it.
And then I meet another gentleman. He's cool. Cool.
Gotcha. I got you. He cool. He cool.
Cool.
Okay.
So we go through the first round. We have a Yorkie. Everybody
Uh-huh.
has a Yorkie. Your second round is more personalized, like it's whatever breed you want, your own design type of thing. So the
Mhm.
first dog, a Yorkie, I finish and I put a finishing spray on the dog, and it made the coat heavy instantly. And I was
Man.
like, oh my God, I'm ruined. Like, there's no way. There's no way.
Yeah.
so
Okay.
they so they actually end up telling me, like, yeah, like the finishing spray at the end, like, made it heavy, so we really can't see your work. Okay, cool. So Jessica won that round.
Mhm.
We go into the dressing room. I'm like, I'm about to win this. I don't
Yeah.
know about the first round, but I gotta go in here. I gotta handle my business. I put on Nonstop by Drake and I sung that stuff to myself in the mirror. Like, I
Got this.
sung it word by
Okay.
word in the mirror,
That's
word
it.
by word. But the night before, I had drawn out my design and I wrote, like, I'm gonna win High Dog 2020, whatever year that was.
Mhm.
Slept with it under my pillow. Fast forward, boom. I go do a little Drake song, walk back out. My poodle there. I had a black standard poodle. I knew exactly what I was gonna do. I did like a the all seeing eye on the side of the dog. And I did like a Egyptian Nefertiti type of thing because it was your hero, who you looked at
Uh,
to be your hero. And I got her tattooed on my arm. So I'm like, I'm gonna do a
okay.
Nefertiti design. So I had my friend make like a necklace with crystals, and I had gold glitter, and she was fire. She was
Yeah, I
fire.
got you. Okay.
Somebody who had been grooming for a few years, and this was their first big show. Like, she was fire. Now that I look at her now, like, girl, you needed some work, but she was fire at the moment. You feel
But
me?
still be proud of yourself, okay?
Yeah,
Still
she
be
was
proud.
fire
Yes,
at the moment.
absolutely.
So we standing there, and now I'm looking because all while this going on, you're not looking at the next person's dog because
Yeah.
you're trying to focus on what you got going. So I'm looking, and I just say to the dog, like, girl, we might win. But
Hmm.
I'm just talking. Like, this is
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
me
Just in
talking.
the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, just in a moment. And they called my name. And I was like, oh my God. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Like, how? Like, how? So
Uh-huh.
one that, and then when the show dropped, they used my dog as the cover photo for the entire show out of
Yeah.
all the dogs that were groomed there. And then they
Yeah.
had some amazing groomers.
Yeah.
Arissa, Ashley, just some amazing people. But that dog like really made me like feel like, okay, Jasmine, like
Yeah.
you got something here, something special right
You
here.
better you better get out there and show them what you can
Yeah,
do.
like
Yeah, no, for sure.
I love what I do, and I feel like it come across in the dog, and that's another reason why I feel comfortable in charging what I charge. I love
Yeah.
what I do. So
Yeah.
when I groom your dog, he's not just a dog. Like, I'm putting my energy into this thing that's
Yeah.
here. And I'm showing him love and adoration, and how much I'm caring for him by sculpting him and taking my time.
Hmm.
Everybody doesn't have that. So if
Hmm.
I choose to have that, you're gonna pay me for it. This is a gift also. So it's also a religious aspect. This is a gift. So in order for me to hone this gift and do more with this gift that God gave me, I have to charge you accordingly. Because God didn't give me
100%.
this gift, give it to you for free or to take advantage of it. So
Yeah.
this is a lot going on up here. So you're charging me for my experience, you're charging me for my time, All of these things, that's what gives you the confidence. And if you like
Yeah.
really putting into your craft, I don't think it should even be a question. I feel like all great groomers should be making six figures. All great groomers, people who
Yeah.
choose to take the step a little further, like educate
Hmm.
yourself, like
Hmm.
do the extra things, have customer engagement, really get to know your customers. Like they're not just numbers. I have
No.
clients who lost husbands, children, and I know about this stuff.
Hmm.
So they feel comfortable paying me because this is not just a money interaction. This is way more
Hmm.
than that. Like these are my
Your
family members.
family. Your family.
Yeah,
Yeah,
these people
absolutely.
families. Like you're not just a number here. This not a Petco. This not a PetSmart. This not. And not saying that those groomers there don't care about their clients because I know that they do. But I also know that their environment is not. It's not prone. It's not made for that. It's not made to be a family atmosphere. It's made to be a revolving door. So
Yeah.
you also you paying for those things.
No,
You
for
know,
sure.
it's like
And that goes into the experience that people have too, you know. One of my favorite books is Excellence Wins by Hersch Schultz.
mm,
And even with that, he's the co-owner of the Ritz-Carlton, or
okay,
co-founder of the Ritz-Carlton, right?
okay,
And one of the stories that they talk about in the book is how from the experience of getting out of the taxi. So you're the person that's coming to the Ritz, the experience of getting out the taxi, the bellhop or the person that opens the door, they know your name. The person at the door knows your name. The person
mm-hmm,
that checks in knows your name. The
mm-hmm,
bartender knows your name. The person at the wait staff knows your name. You
yeah,
know, and even with that, that's a feeling of belonging, and that just shows like going above and beyond with customer
mm-hmm,
service.
mm-hmm,
And that's something that I teach not only to the community, but then some, you know, to my staff as well, is like we have to make sure that their experience, you know, is top tier
mm-hmm,
because we want them to love coming here. We want them to feel lit, heard, and validated, and
mm-hmm,
you know, just the value of having that interaction and that experience is something that they remember, and they want to share that with other people.
mm-hmm, for sure.
So
They
I feel like
definitely want to
you
share that
go,
with other
you do
people.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it shows through just how you're talking about it and all that you're putting into it. So, you know, I already know like there's no question
Hey,
that you
I
love what you
love
do.
this. Like I
Yeah.
really do. Like it. Don't get me wrong, it's not, I know people think like, oh, well, you just play with dogs all day. No.
Uh-uh. No.
No, we do
Now,
not play with dogs all day. It's the furthest thing from my job, actually.
right, no, for real. No, and it's such a common misconception because I'm like, yo, I would love to play with dogs and kittens all day. But, you know, at this point in time, y'all don't realize the fighting that we have to go through sometimes. And like you said it earlier, you mentioned earlier, it is an energy exchange. You
Hmm.
know, so when you have that anxious dog and you have that happy dog and you have that, you know, this dog that just really don't want to be here or the one that gets stiff when you touch him or, you
Man.
know, and you're just like, you have to maintain a sense of peace about yourself
Yep.
no matter
Yep.
what's going on with this pup that's on the table. And it's
Yep.
just, it's a lot. It's a
Yep.
lot to, you know, to deal
Yep.
with.
And I'm human too. So
Yeah.
like, don't think that I don't put this dog in a cage and go take a break
Uh-huh.
because
You
he's
need it.
tripping. Like
Yeah. You
he's
need it.
tripping. The phones are ringing. The other dog on the table is pooping while it's getting dried. Like there's so much going on. You're calling me, asking me if I have an appointment available on a Saturday. You knew you were off on Saturday, but you're calling me
Mhm.
right now. You don't
two
think
o'clock in
I'm
the
working?
afternoon.
Like
Yeah.
it's either right, you're calling me at 3 o'clock. Like, no, all of the dogs are here for the day that are getting groomed.
Yeah.
Can you call the doctor's office the same day and get an appointment? Probably not.
Not at
Probably
all.
not even your hairstylist.
Right.
So,
So,
like,
you know, and even just touching on that, right? I do like to ask this question. How do we get people to take what we do serious? because they don't take us serious. Like they don't take just those in the pet industry as serious. And I love that, a lot of groomers and vet techs, veterinarians, pet sitters. I've been seeing more trainers on social media,
Mhm.
just coming out and talking more and educating people on what we do,
I
So even
think
with, what do you think about that?
I think not being afraid to just let clients know. I feel like we don't get taken seriously other than maybe vets because of what they charge. This is just what I think. This is what I
Yeah.
think. Um, how serious do people really think they gonna take you if you just shaving dog balls? This is what people think. This is what people think. This
Yeah.
is
No,
what
yeah.
people think for real.
Yeah.
Like I've had people just not take me serious just off the strength of my career, not even knowing like I make six figures doing what I do.
Yeah.
So I
They
think
they
really
definitely do.
educating clients will make people respect you. I
Yeah.
think putting more out there about what really goes on in the salon will make people respect you. And I think just talking
Yes.
to them stern but yet respectful, like, hey, this is what I need from you as a client. Like I have I love for you to be a client of mine, but
Yeah.
this is what I need from you. My clients are on a 2 month schedule. And if you
Hmm.
don't keep the schedule, I understand life happens because it does. So
Yeah.
you don't have to tell me what's going on in your life, but communicate with me because I'm still using my systems to be able to contact you to remind you about this appointment. So that means I'm paying for it. So like just
Mhm.
help me help you.
Yeah.
If you just can't keep the schedule at all and you just don't care, I will remove you from my schedule because I'm also only
Yeah.
one person. So that's a me
Yeah.
thing. Like I don't have other groomers at the moment. But even
Hmm.
when I do get groomers at the moment, I still feel like they deserve that same,
Respect.
yeah, like, and this is a
Yeah.
business.
Yeah.
Like, this is still a business. So essentially, we want the clients that respect our time, that value us. And
Hmm.
if you can't do that, we'll just there are other spaces and places for you to go
For sure.
for the people who don't require that level of respect. And there
Yeah.
are probably far more places that don't require that level of respect than that do. So
Yeah.
you have the option to do whatever you want to do with your money. Like you have the
No, that
option
makes sense.
to do that. So I
Yeah.
think it's like you need to be good at your craft and then you can really
Hmm.
talk your stuff for real,
Yeah.
but know what you're talking about, educate yourself, still be a great person. Don't
Mhm.
like not do your job. Do your job to the best of your ability
Yeah.
so that this person trusts you. Because that's where the respect really also comes in as well, is the trust. People trust their doctors because of the respect. Because they know that
Mhm.
those people went to school and they educated themselves and they spent tons of money on education. They don't think we do that. They don't even have a clue that that's exactly what we do.
That's literally what we like, these conferences that last like all throughout the year.
But no
Okay.
one
And just
knows.
networking with one another, mentorship and talking and being
Mm-hmm.
able to learn so much from somebody else. Like, come on, you know,
And I think
we put a lot
explaining to
into it.
clients, like when you get your hair done, your nails done, a wax, um, getting your insides cleaned out or whatever you want to call it, anal gland
Yeah.
expression.
Uh-huh.
Like that's gonna cost you about $1,000. So what
Yeah.
makes you think that you're not about to spend at least 125 on your dog?
Because it's human, it's just
No,
it's just a dog.
no. No, see, no. So and then that comes with like the just the dog clients are just not my clients. It's
Yeah.
those type of clients are out there for any. I know way more groomers that are perfectly fine charging $75 than
Mhm.
groomers that are like, you know what? No, like this
Yeah.
starts at $100. Like you
Yeah.
still have to get your stuff sharpened. You still have
Hmm.
stuff to maintain as a groomer. Like even
Yeah.
if you're working for somebody, you still got stuff you need to do for your equipment.
Yeah.
How can you not charge and how as an owner can you not charge enough to where you and your staff are able to live your life comfortably and take care of the things that have to be taken care of in the business.
One
Because
thousand
groomers
percent.
don't just show up for work with no scissors that they buy. You still buying
Mm-hmm.
that stuff. You're still buying
Mm-hmm.
papers. So you're technically, even if you're working for someone, you're still your own boss in a way.
You got to take care of your stuff.
So I have to charge you.
Yeah.
It's expensive. I have to charge you.
Yeah. I of course I remember people still are like 105 for a dog for just for a bath. Like, I mean, it's exaggerated, but still, it's just like, yeah, I have a lot, and it's not, and I tell people who do, and I have no knocking to people who just do like baths and let the dogs
Yeah,
out, right?
no
I
problem
get
with
it.
that.
I get it for
Yeah,
certain ones, but with the business model that we're building and the brand that we're building, it's like I still want to be able to do their nails and clean out their ears and maybe clean their paw pads and maybe do a sanitary trim. At that point, it's a mini groom because I'm cleaning your dog up rather than just bathing out the door.
man.
So it's like you have somebody who cares about the smaller like details that goes into I can't just do just the bath
Yeah.
because what as a professional, as somebody who has been a vet tech for 11 years, has ran this business for almost 10 years, plenty of experience in different hospital settings and other grooming salons, on the road, house call, everything, right? What do I look like letting your dog out with overgrown nails just because all you did was ask for a bath? So now
This
I gotta,
isn't even that type of establishment.
it's,
Like this isn't even that. It's not even like you'll have to go find someone who does that because I'm just
yeah,
not. That's just
that's not
not
me.
me.
That's
My
not me.
clients
So
ask me, can you just shave off the mats and leave everything? No,
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 no, no,
no.
no, I can't. What do you mean? Like, what do
Don't
you
even ask
mean?
me nothing like that, please.
Like, so then when people walk by and be like, who groomed your dog? You be like, this that store right there.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, it's all uneven. It don't
Like,
even look good.
like
Yeah, no.
no. Like I've had clients that tell me, like, oh, I just met your client at the park. And I'm like, how did y'all know each other? And they was just like, we just knew. Like, we just know that you groomed our dogs.
Yeah,
That's what I'm looking for. That's
absolutely.
That's what I'm
Absolutely.
looking for. Like, I'm not looking for nothing less than that. And if
Yeah.
you as a client are not helping me reach that, you gotta go.
Gotta, gotta go. Gotta
You
go.
gotta
How do
go.
you so I obviously you find networking and investing in your business extremely important.
For sure.
How do we get newer pet professionals or even seasoned pet professionals to understand like the value in that as well? Because I mean, look, we
Um,
have to build up our businesses and we have to do what we have to do, but there are a lot that are just like, I'll just figure it out on my own, rather than take the route of networking or investing in their businesses and their stuff.
well, money is called currency, right? So it's like a current. So if you are investing in yourself, that money, I promise you, is gonna come back 100%. I think when you help people understand that, like again, Ashley was $5,000, and I was like, oh my god. And this is when I first opened my business, so I was so scared. I was only charging like $95 for a small dog. But after
Yeah.
I invested that and after I saw, like, okay, this is how this goes. Like I
Mhm.
wasn't doing anything wrong, but she improved my skills. So once those skills
Mhm.
improved, of course I can charge more.
Your
And I
value. Yeah.
made that money back so fast. Like the five
Yeah.
thousand dollars was nothing at the end of the day. Like it was like a
Yeah.
like I went from $100 to 125 real quick, and I felt
Yeah.
so confident after her class. Like I cried in her class because she
Yeah.
broke like everything I thought I knew as a groomer. She was like, "Nope, that's wrong. You're combing that
Mhm.
dog too hard. You're brushing that dog too hard." And I'm like, "I've been doing this 9 years. What you
Yeah.
mean?" But once I got that, I mean, when I say I was
Yeah.
in tears, dogs that I had been grooming way before she got there.
Hmm.
I'm getting frustrated and the dog acting crazy and she just coming over there doing her thing. Dog looking the best it's ever looked. But I had to go through that. And once I went through that, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna charge it. And I got the confidence, I got the education. So
Yeah.
now my pocket's a little fatter. So
Yeah.
now I can educate myself even a little bit more and learn a little bit more and then charge a little bit more. Like
Hmm.
it's literally just a cycle. So I think once you help people understand that, like this is what you need. I know you might think like the school was enough. It's not enough. It's
No.
enough if you want to make $60,000 a year.
For the bare minimum.
If that's what you want to do, you want to
Mhm.
fight with people kids for 60,000. That's what you want to do. People kids that got teeth,
Because
it's
that's what it is. You're gonna be
different.
fighting with them dogs, okay?
people kids that got teeth, and remember
Yeah.
these are animals. These are
Yeah.
animals. So you're also a trainer at the end of the day. Let's not forget that. Like you
That's
add an
true.
extra aspect onto what you do. You're not just a groomer, you're a trainer too. I've had a trainer
Mhm.
tell me that, like, actually, you're not charging enough. And I'm like, but I
Mhm.
charge 125. He like, nah, see, you don't understand. He like, I'm a trainer for real. I understand what you're doing. Like, you should be way higher than what you are. And it's somebody that's not
Yeah.
even,
And you,
directly. If anything, I would think he would tell me my prices is cool because he want more of the money to charge the
yeah.
clients. He like, no, you're not charging enough.
Yeah.
But that goes down with him understanding, like, these are the things that y'all going through.
Hmm.
Like you have to do this, this, and that. And if clients don't know, they don't know. But some of us are so scared to let clients know that these are our experiences with their dogs, or this is what we've put into ourselves. If somebody asks me, well, why you charge $125? I used to give them an answer.
Hmm.
Now I don't even, you can go look at my work, sir. And if you want to spend the 125, like, cool.
You'll see the value in what I do.
And if not, cool. I've had clients leave and then
Yeah.
come back. Like, why you leave? Well, I thought that maybe.
Nah, we are not the same. We are not. No, I literally had somebody like that too. Like I mean, I've had a few people that do that. They will definitely go to somebody else and then
Mm-hmm.
they'll try to, backtrack or table hop and be like, look, it just wasn't the same. I can tell the difference between your grooming and somebody else's grooming, and I get why I'm paying what I'm paying. And I'm like,
For
yeah,
sure. For sure. If you
yeah,
if
which
you
makes me feel
popping,
like I need to go up.
if you yeah, like if I urge groomers, I urge really good groomers
Yeah,
touch the ceiling. That's what I urge groomers for because
yeah.
they when you really look at the work, like now that social media is around and people putting their best foot forward, you see really good work. But if you really dig and you see what the majority, because of course Instagram shows you the best, really. Like when you look up dogs on grooming, you gonna see Duke, Arissa,
Mhm.
Gabriel, that's who you're gonna see. But really, if you a groomer and you just looking at other people's work, you see that there are a lot of groomers who don't educate themselves and they work
Yeah,
shows it. So once
yeah.
you realize that and you really see what the majority does, and once you take your time and you like, I'm not part of the majority, I'm giving you Saks Fifth while everybody else giving you Target. Like Target, cool. Don't get it twisted.
But you're gonna get
Target
a
is
different
great.
level of quality at
But
Saks.
Saks Fifth a whole nother level. Like you said, them people in there about know your name. When something come
Yeah,
in, they gonna call you. Hey, the new such and such came in. Do you want me to put it to the side for you? They're not doing that at Target. You're gonna have to go online and put it to the side for yourself. It's a difference.
yeah. No, I agree.
So I mean, you just gotta educate yourself. That's all. That's what I
I mean,
feel.
that's
Put your best foot forward.
no, and I agree. So like that is literally the biggest thing because I'm like one thing we find often is a lot of people are complaining about like where they're at,
Mm-hmm.
like, or they may not feel as motivated to improve their skills, or they may not, be hanging around the right people or talking to the right people. And I feel like that's I, like you said, that would be the first step is to educating yourself
Mhm.
properly
Mhm.
because you have more certifications, you have more know-how and knowledge that builds your confidence.
Mhm.
That then in turns teaches you who to hang around,
Mhm.
you know, navigate certain conversations that you have with certain people. You know, you're more focused and you're more like goal oriented and solution based thinking because you're like, look, I'm putting all of this now. I'm investing into my business. Like I said, I'm using my currency
Yeah.
to make waves in this industry that I decided to be part of. So it's really a wave effect or butterfly effect essentially
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
uh I'm going to take the first step into educating myself and being around people who can educate me.
Mhm.
And now I'm growing. And now I'm doing everything. I'm handling my wildest dreams at this point.
Yeah, and I think for younger groomers or younger pet professionals, I think you shouldn't also be afraid to like reach out on social media to people who you do see are doing something that you want to do. I just
Yeah.
reached out to Ashley on a whim and was like, "Hey, I love everything that you're doing. I'm doing this, and that." And that's like my sister now. Like
Yeah.
that is my sister.
Yeah.
So don't feel like I don't know a lot of other groomers, but I know me. If anybody wants to reach out to me and wants to be
Yeah.
taught, I have no problem teaching
Yeah.
anyone. I've
No,
actually
absolutely.
taught a few groomers that are here in Chicago that some people may know that have salons, and I taught them before they had their salon, like taught them like how to open their business, what
Yeah.
the pricing structure should be, and this was before I even thought about opening a business. But that's the
Yeah.
difference between someone who's already been a groomer and someone who's like going into the industry and then shifting into being a groomer. So
No, I
like
feel that.
I'm just ready. I am ready to get out the day to days though, Wayne. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I know. I look. I believe you. You and me both.
13
Um,
years in, I'm ready to go.
Now, now that's a whole, now that is definitely another conversation too, because I would love to, those people who are thinking about increasing their workload or not increasing their workload, but decreasing their workload, decreasing their workload, but still maintaining the business and growing the business and scaling it, right?
Mhm, mhm.
So now it's like it's trying to figure that out,
Yeah,
and a lot of people, if we could run down the list of everything that, I kind of do on a day-to-day basis between running all of the businesses, and they're like, where do you find the time to make it happen? And I'm just like, look, goals, like I have things that I want to accomplish. I love grooming, but it's not something that I want to do for the rest of my life.
no,
It's that like
no.
I absolutely love working with animals, but I also see that there's a calling in helping others grow their businesses and
Yep,
see how we can,
100%.
make this industry better for those that really love doing what they do and being
100%.
able to travel and see more and do more and provide opportunities and resources. Like that's what I enjoy doing too. And again, it still revolves around working with animals, but it just gets me away from being behind that table all day long
Yeah,
because I
yeah,
can't
sure.
do everything we need to do if we sitting behind a table for 8 hours.
Yeah, and I'm tired of exchanging what they say, exchanging my time for money.
Yes,
Like don't get me
exactly.
wrong. Like this is I know that this is what I need to do in this season, but I do know like my
Yeah,
next season is for sure like mentoring, coaching, going into the digital product space, going into the subscription box space is my next
yeah,
thing that I'm looking to do.
I love
So
that.
it's just things that I want to do outside of grooming. I still want to groom, but I want it to be like this is an option. Like I got
Mhm.
other groomers that's handling this business. I can come in 2, 3 days a week, handle my business, and then go about my day and do whatever else I need to do. But you all
That
don't
is it.
need me here. And that's why my father plays such an intricate part because I know if
Yeah.
anybody gonna manage the spot while I'm gone,
It's gonna
he
be
gonna
pops.
manage it. You know what I'm
It's gonna
saying?
be pops.
He gonna
Yeah,
make sure. So I've seen it. I see it, and I see it clearly.
yeah,
I'm just waiting on it to come in. But of course, that just means like I have to do the work, the extra
yeah.
work that comes with it. Um,
And I think what I would like to challenge, right, is not you saying, or okay, so in the beginning, yes, in the beginning, but I do feel like, look, LinkedIn, Facebook, Nextdoor app, get you, some a high schooler or a freshman, that is like, look, I just need a few extra dollars. Somebody that's not really relying on it. I just need a few extra dollars. Come have them pack some boxes. Come
Yeah.
by, have them clean up or something like that. And
Yeah.
it's just a matter of just taking a few things off of your plate to give you a few extra minutes. Like, yeah, I have to exchange money for your time,
Yeah.
but that gives me more time to really focus on what
Yeah,
I need
for
to
sure.
do. But another thing that would help too is um, reach out to Paragon. What I would do, right? So reaching out to Paragon and Animal Behavior College. Like
Okay.
we serve as a externship um, facility for Animal Behavior College.
Okay.
So all of their groomers that are in the area that has gone through the program, they need that 150 hours.
Okay.
So everything is provided by the school. You just have to mentor them, teach them how to run things, and that way you have an extra set of hands on how to make things happen too. And
Now, do you
eventually,
actually let them groom when they come?
after some time,
Okay.
it's a lot of bathing and prep work first.
Okay.
It's a lot of bathing and prep work first. I need to make sure that you understand how important the bathing process is. I need to make sure that you understand that the prep work is also equally as important because that's going to get you into your, great results with your mini grooming
Yeah.
and full grooming.
Okay.
So there's steps into it. So like you probably won't get to full grooming until maybe like 100 hours, maybe.
I know that's right.
That, because there's a lot of work that goes into it that a lot of people don't realize. Like, you can learn grooming from behind a screen, sure,
Yes.
but when you get
But
into it and you have
different.
somebody that loves what they do and really takes this business serious, you're
Mhm.
not touching a pair of clippers until I feel like you're prepared for it. You
Man.
better go get that comb. You better get that brush. You better get those nail trimmers. You better learn how to scrub this dog and to make sure that it's clean and detangled properly before
Yeah.
you get into haircuts. Because, yeah, we can make dogs pretty, but that doesn't make any sense if the dog is still dirty.
Yep.
So you got to understand all of the small things before you get into everything, the nitty
Yep.
gritty. Because another thing is like, okay, we've done all of this work to get you to this point. You're going to learn how to make dogs look great over time.
Hmm.
But this 150 hours, that's where you're going to get the basis of it. That's where you're going to like really develop
Yeah.
your routines, develop like your prep work, develop your baths. Like that's where it's going to be. So
Develop
over
your
time,
customer
you're going
service
to,
skills.
yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I can't teach you how to be a master groomer in 150 hours, but
No
I can
way.
teach you how to bathe these dogs correctly. I can teach you how to prep these dogs correctly.
Yep.
So I can teach you how to develop your routine and know how to speak, and things like that. So yeah, I would just say look into that too.
That's what I'm gonna do. I think I spoke to them at one point, but I think I did get nervous. I was like, wait a minute, somebody grooming my dogs. Wait a minute, hold on. But I didn't even think about it in that aspect. Like, okay, you know what? They actually don't even have to groom any dogs until they get to this point. Like, that's really you. I'm really just showing you how to be a groomer.
Yeah,
You shadowing me on how to be a groomer. Like, even just the
yeah,
fact that you're next to me and you being able to see what I do is like education in itself. Because who really gets to be up close and personal? Like,
free. For free.
yeah, 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 yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, so I would, and just learning, just learning how business is, learning the how to budget correctly, how to do all of the like, yeah, we want help, but we also don't want to have to hit myself over the head with affording help, right?
Hmm.
So that's where teaching people. how it comes into play. Because yeah, we could start off lower, but as I'm teaching you, now we're making more. So now I can afford more,
Right.
but I can't start off high and you don't know anything. And I have to pour into you in order for us to afford that. So it's like as we grow, then of course things would make sense to afford more and I can pay you more, you get more hours,
For
XYZ.
sure.
But don't overthink it. It's just like, hey, just come in for an hour, 2 hours, sweep the shop up. Put this stuff up, on the retail shelves, pack these boxes,
I need all
small
that.
tasks. Yeah,
Call
small
these
tasks.
clients that ain't been here in a while.
Exactly.
Call these people right quick. Tell me, they need to come in. No,
Yeah,
yeah. You know what? I didn't even think about that. Make this flyer
exactly.
for me.
Yeah. And that's an hour, 2 hours. You don't need somebody to be there all day long.
All
It's like,
day.
look, I
Yeah.
just need I just need you for 2, 3 hours, just to handle a few things, and I'll pay you based off of those 2, 3 hours. But just and that's what I had to learn was just not overwhelming myself with trying to figure out how to make everything happen and just try to meet people halfway. Because look, I mean, part-time is a thing. So it's like, look, until I can afford you full time, I can only afford part time at the
Yeah.
moment, or as needed, tasks as needed too,
Yeah.
you know. But it's coming. It's coming. You
All
have
praise.
you have too much going on, my friend, to be like, look, I
Oh,
don't have
wait.
nobody to help me.
I'm
Okay.
waiting on it because I'm preparing for Invest Fest, and ooh, Lord, I'm so nervous about
Yeah.
Invest Fest. I'm so
No,
nervous.
don't be. I look forward to seeing you in Atlanta.
Okay.
Okay. I look forward
Okay.
to seeing. I will see you that
Okay.
weekend in Atlanta. I don't know if I will be at the con. If I can, I might know somebody, and that's what I was supposed to do the last few weeks. Look into because I said last year, and that's crazy how fast it came up. I did say last year. I was like, there aren't that many pet businesses at
No.
InvestFest.
There were none in 2022, and there were none in 2023 because I went both years and I looked, but
There
I
was
know that
one
there
last
was
year.
some last year. I
Yeah,
talked to her. I talked to
yeah.
her. Um, so I'm not even sure who's there this year. Royal Pawz and Purrs won't be there. Her son's birthday is the same weekend. So she
Mhm.
actually gave me her discount code from her master class that she's in, which I think the master class that she's in,
It's crazy.
that's
Like
why
Dr.
that's why
Shook,
I said that's why I
that's
said,
my girl.
my little $53,000 investment compared to the him 500 investment is crazy work.
Yeah, yeah,
It's crazy work.
yeah. And
Um,
she's doing her thing. She is doing her thing. I'm so proud of her. Like I'm like, that's hey,
yeah, like
all power to you.
when you really
Yeah.
know for real, because I feel like a lot of like most pet professionals are not looking, you know what I'm saying, in those circles
Yeah.
to go into and expand on and see what's working over there. I've been looking at that circle, but I was like, I
Yeah.
can't afford that circle.
Right.
So
It's an investment.
yes. But
It's an investment.
being in Markel's course, because he's still in that same like realm. He's in that
Mhm.
same realm, not like the same realm. He's in that same realm. He just allows you to pay it monthly as
Okay.
opposed to like one big lump
Oh,
sum
fuck.
or four lump
Yeah.
sums, whatever they're paying, which I think
Y'all
crazy.
take a firm.
Ooh.
Y'all take
When I saw
Klarna.
she was in that mastermind, I said, girl,
Yeah.
you gotta be making some money.
And look, I love it because now it's like you see those people who are in these classes and in these master classes and in these groups,
Yeah.
and you really start to network intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
Like you network intentionally. Like we just had an event this past weekend.
Yeah, I
And
saw.
I'm like, look, like you have to network intentionally because it's like these people, even though, okay, you're not going to give me all the sauce. You paid all of this money for it,
For
right?
sure.
But at least wherever you go, I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, help me. I'll help you with whatever. You setting up a booth, we setting up a booth. Okay.
Factual.
Like
Factual,
I want to
factual.
be in
So
the building because now it's like it's a matter of associating myself with those people who have taken that step to get to where they want to be. So now I have to make sure that I'm in that same circle too.
factual. Before she even took the mastermind, we were just talking to each other on Instagram because we both had Royal Pawz in our name. And I was
Yeah.
just talking to her and I was like, I'm getting my trademark. I hope my trademark don't mess with your trademark. And she was like, no, girl, you good. Like, I'm not really doing grooming. And then like, so we kind of talked that over.
Yeah.
And people would get us mixed up. Like I was just on the news and somebody hit her up like, hey, I just saw you on the news. And she was like, what are you talking about? Then she
Hopefully
messages me
you
and she was
didn't.
like, oh, they think I'm you. And I'm like, they're not even looking. We're both the same complexion, but we don't look alike to me.
Uh-uh.
Royal Paws and Purrs is a vet. I'm a groomer. Like
Yeah.
it's two different things. She actually ended up giving me a 50% off code from her mentorship that allowed me to get the table at
That's
50%
awesome.
off. So that's
Okay.
really how I went ahead and was like, you know what? If
Yeah.
she gave me this code, like that must be God, like, nah, go ahead and go.
Yeah.
Because I always said I wanted to vend there, but I was like, ooh, them tables, the prices of them tables.
Let me
Woo!
tell you.
See,
Let me
I
tell
got the
what.
cheapest table. Also, because
Uh-huh.
I'm bringing a dog, so I felt like 20,000 people like in the front is just way too overstimulating for even the
Yeah.
best dog. So
Yeah.
I
No, I
just
feel
figured
that.
like I just go ahead and just get a back table and we'll walk around and we'll do all the cutesy poo things that need to be
Yeah.
done. An $8,000
Shoot,
table just was not finna happen.
let me see how I can make sure I can get away for a few hours. Look, you need help with that table?
I need some help.
You need some help with that table.
I need some help. So I know I'm bringing like some colognes with me, some entrepreneurship forward
For
doggy
sure.
attire. I got like some Gucci and some Louis Vuitton stuff that I feel like people will buy. It's like harnesses.
Now
Um,
people were coming up to the table, so I mean to the booth. So it'll definitely, I mean, look, even if and I tell people this all the time, even if you don't have pets, you know somebody that does.
factual, factual. And I'm going to go put on some heartstrings because I don't know if you know who Miss Skittles is. Do you know her?
Yeah.
So I know her
I
dog just
follow
passed.
her.
So
Oh
her
no, I
dog just
didn't.
passed like two
Okay.
months ago.
Okay.
So I'm getting her like a memorial poster type of thing
Yeah.
with her and her dog and like some stuff about her dog. Cause I've been following her for a while. So I'm
Okay.
doing that for her, Donnie Wiggins. I know you know who
Yeah.
Donnie
I know
is.
Donnie. Yeah, yeah,
Okay. So Solo passed about a year ago.
yeah. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and make her one for Solo. And then my last, cause I can touch them. They're
Yeah.
easily touchable. Like
That's
they're
my
easily
friend.
touchable when you go to Invest Fest because they're at their
Yeah.
vendor booth. So they're like easily touchable. But the last person I'm trying to get might not be so easily touchable. So maybe there's something that you can help me with. I'm not sure. I'm trying to strategically do this. I didn't even ask Chat GPT. So, 2 Chainz gonna be there this year.
Yeah.
And Scrappy Goyard died 2 years ago. And I
He
know
did.
that hit. I like Scrappy and I love 2 Chainz. So I
Yeah.
figured I would just give them all the same type of gift, but of course everybody's will be different because it's specific to their dog with
I
their
feel. Yeah.
photo, things that's specific to them. So that's like my little like social media like thing I'm trying to like
Yeah.
do because I just know, I mean, that's so personal. I'm not saying they have to post it on social media. I'm not saying they got to follow me because it's really just out the kindness in my heart, to be honest with you. But
Mhm.
I still understand strategy. And I
Yeah.
feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm really just trying to, like, catch the nigga manager or assistant or somebody, because I'm
Yeah.
sure he
No,
gonna
I
be
feel that.
busy, but somebody, I gotta get this to somebody so he can get it to
Yeah.
them. Like Donnie, I could catch Donnie, be like, Donnie, this for you. I could catch the other lady too.
Yeah.
It'd be a little harder to catch 2 Chainz.
But you know what? And I look, I'm not even going to say that. I'm going to say that watching the words you say, right? It's not going to be difficult to catch them because I'm in the building.
For
So
sure.
we're in the same building.
For
Okay.
sure.
And
For sure.
where it needs to go, it'll make it.
No.
And how it's gonna make it, we're just gonna exchange it
Yeah,
face
the
to
how
face.
don't even matter.
It's
The
gonna
how don't
happen.
even matter. Yeah,
It's
the
gonna
how don't even
happen.
matter.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So and if anybody's listening or watching, make sure yeah, y'all don't even steal the idea at all. Okay.
Please don't. But I've been thinking about this for a little
I'll
while
make
now.
I'll make sure nobody else does. No, I got you.
I'm coming back down there in October too for the One Music Fest.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm coming back down there for that too. I already bought my ticket. So
Nice. Okay, great.
I'm for
In
sure
October, which that's October what?
25th and 26th or 24th and 25th, one of those.
No, I'll be at wait, no, maybe. I might be here. I'm going to Afrotech this year.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
That's
going to
dope.
Afrotech this year. So
That's
I was
dope.
like, that's something that I wanted to be intentional about. Like this year
Yeah.
was Super Zoo and Afrotech. So I'm gonna
Okay.
go to Afrotech this year because I'm
That's
like, I
exciting.
got this venture that I'm working on now, and I just need to be around Black folks that's in tech that can invest
Yeah.
and and make it happen.
Yeah. I got a techie idea. I don't even know where to start yet. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
write
But
it
it's
all
like
down.
it's there and it's been there for like a year. And when I
Yeah,
run it through my mind, I'm like, damn, that makes so much sense. And I'm not understanding why it hasn't been created yet. But then it could just be because it was supposed to be created by me. So it's not even
yeah.
like a why hasn't it yet. It's just like a nah, you supposed to do it.
Okay.
So
Yeah. That's it. No,
yeah.
literally. And we'll talk more offline about it too. But
Sure.
like that's literally what it is. It's like why it makes so much sense.
Hmm.
Like it makes so much sense. But why hasn't anybody created it yet? Why
That's
haven't
what
anybody done it
most
yet?
things.
Like
That's what most things.
that literally means that it's for us.
Yeah,
That
like
literally means
I would love. Okay, so you know Gabriel Fatoza. I
Mhm.
think all groomers know who Gabriel is. I mean, he's an amazing groomer who has amazing branding and he does all this stuff. But he made, I think, $1 million last year.
Absolutely.
And I don't want to press him, but go ahead and show us how you made this million. Like,
Yeah.
what
And
is it?
and
What is it for you to
that's
charge
why
me to tell me how to make the million? And that's where like my mentorship comes in because it's like, man, I wish nobody showed me to be like, this how you can make $175,000 in a year with
yeah,
grooming with your own
yeah.
hands, just you. Like nobody gave me that. But part of me look at other groomers and be like, damn, y'all ain't trying to give up the sauce. Like it's
And
more than just brand deals. It's something
no,
else.
it is. And that's why I'm trying, not trying. That's why I am working hard to really build that community aspect of it. Because so many people are like they're in competition to where they don't want to tell you the sauce. Like they don't want to share with you. They don't want to be like, oh, I got here because of this, or I did this because of this. And I'm like, why? Somebody had to teach you. There's more than enough dogs, there's more than enough opportunities, there's more than enough money to go around.
Mhm.
Why not help me elevate my business and my brand and my company, my organization, my circle, so that I can be better too?
This is
You
why
know?
I, that's why I love Ashley and some of the groomers that I have come across. Ashley being one of the best that I've come across, and she's like extremely enduring. But any prep professional or any entrepreneur should definitely listen to Byron Golden because he says like
Yeah,
God made us he created man in a garden and not a bakery. So there is
yeah,
no shortage. As someone continues to consume, there is
yeah,
never any shortage. Like if you eat
yeah,
an apple, there are apple seeds in that apple that make more apples. So like,
absolutely.
and you can no one can groom all the dogs in a state even in a 50 block radius. You can't
Mhm.
do it. It's just not possible. It's not meant to be possible because God didn't even make it possible for it to work that way. So just
1000%.
share it with
To
me.
share.
Just
To
share
share.
it. And people don't realize like you can charge for this information. Half of those people not even gonna open the course. So
Uh,
let's just be real. You just got whatever you just got because half people not gonna open the course. The other 25% gonna open it and they not gonna finish it. Then you got
Yeah.
the 25% that's gonna finish it, that's gonna tell other people that they finished it, and then you're gonna have some more sales off the course. So
Yeah.
why are you not sharing this?
Because they feel like you're going to take it away from them. Or, I mean, they're just not. Do you have siblings?
I do. I have a little brother.
So we're used to sharing with people.
That could be it too. That could totally be it too. That could
We
so
used to
be
share it
it.
with people, like you can definitely tell, and this is like no shade to anybody, right? You can definitely tell people who have had that family interaction of like having siblings versus growing up the only child, or
For sure.
having certain household aspects or family rules to where it's like you have to look out for other people, or read, or be able express yourself and things like that. You can definitely tell these things, but I do feel like just within this industry they have really made it bad, making it a competition and not wanting to share with one another, or trying to outdo the next person and outdo the
Yeah.
next person. And I'm like, outdo the person in the mirror and call it a
Yeah.
day,
Because
you know?
that's really all that matters. I
Yeah.
will say out of because I've met quite a few groomers who some are really, really, really nice.
Hmm.
Really, really nice. And then I've met some who are, people are people. So once you understand that, you start not to take things so personal.
Hmm.
Um, I used to feel like, oh my goodness, we're all in the same city, so we should be so much closer, and we should do this and we should do that. And it just don't work like that for some people. You know
No,
what I'm
not at
saying?
all. Yeah.
Like it's just like that's them and you, but you just keep the door open. Like I keep the door open. Like, if you want to, cool. If you don't, cool. But
It is what it is.
I don't have no problem recommending people to other groomers like I have in the past. I'm like, maybe that person's a better fit, or I'll ask, like, well, where did you come from? If they came from that place, well, why? Like, because I'm also not into taking money out of anybody's pocket either.
For
Like,
sure.
I am one of those groomers. Like, if you've been going there for 2 years, why are you coming here? Like,
What
what
happened?
happened? Like,
Literally.
what happened?
Literally,
Why
what
they had
happened?
somebody
Yeah.
call and they was like, yeah, I used to come to you, but I stopped coming to you. How long it's been since I seen you? Oh, a year and a half.
Where have you been?
Where have you been? Well, I was going to. Well, I think that I mean, if the dog has been comfortable going there for a year and a half, like I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna have to decline. Like
Yeah.
the dog is comfortable there, and that it's a business.
Yeah.
So I feel like I don't know how anybody else runs their business, but I know who coming into my salon for the month, and
100%.
I know what that look like on paper.
Yeah.
So if somebody is not here that's spending that 125 to that 175, I'ma
Yeah.
notice it. And I
Yeah.
might feel some sort of way. Me personally, if
Yeah.
I groom this dog, I've been grooming this dog, and this person,
Because every cent counts.
every cent counts. So no,
Every cent
you can't
literally
come back
counts.
here. Go back
Yeah,
to that hardworking groomer that's been grooming that dog.
absolutely. 1000%. Well, my friend, it's been a great conversation.
For sure.
One overdue
For sure.
that needs to be happening often. Okay,
Let's
we
do
got to
that.
check in often.
Let's do
Okay,
that.
because man, I tell you, and it's refreshing to know. And I love this is why one reason why I love doing this is because we get to really see what helps people, what has made people who they are,
Yeah, for sure.
in this journey, and things that they've learned and how they implement that in their day to day, and how they've been influenced on, just their grooming, or, any aspect of the pet industry of entrepreneurship, right? So I truly appreciate this conversation, and I'm glad that we were able to have. I'm happy that you're
Same.
back in business and you're feeling
Thank
great and
you.
you're doing your thing. So I know it's a little bit of a hiccup, but we are back
Yeah.
and we're doing it. So,
Appreciate you. Same.
lastly, do you have any uh, words of encouragement or inspiration for those that may be thinking about getting into the pet industry or they are already in the industry?
For sure. If you want to get into the pet industry, just leap in, reach out to somebody that's already been doing this for a while. Or I wouldn't even say being go to Petco and PetSmart and start there. Let them people pay for your education first, and then come over to us, and we'll make you a little bit better. That's what I got for for new people. For people who are already in the industry and you want to grow, just
Yeah,
be consistent.
yeah.
Educate yourself. Be nice to your clients, but also understand that this is a business first, and how you start is how you gonna finish. Like, just just go ahead. I know if you're scared about the price, if one person to pay it, any the next person will pay it. So if you think,
Sure.
oh, it costs too much, but somebody bites it, just go ahead and try it. Keep doing it. Be consistent. And I will be
Mhm.
teaching soon. Very,
Yes.
very,
Oh, we
very,
didn't
very,
give.
very soon.
Yeah,
So
we
I'm
didn't get
definitely
into that, so I'm excited for that.
yeah, I'm really excited to start teaching both one-on-one and doing like some online stuff. So that is like
Yeah,
coming soon, super, super soon. I'm literally in my mentorship working on it right now. So it could be like packaged up and sold and all of that great stuff. But I'm gonna
yeah.
do a free webinar before that. So I'll definitely let you know when that is. And hopefully you'll have me back on before I do that.
Oh yes, absolutely, absolutely. I got to hear about how are things over the next few conferences. Okay,
Okay, for
so
sure.
we'll,
For
we'll be back.
sure. For
Well,
sure.
good deal. Can you let everybody know where they can find you?
Sure, you can find me on Instagram and I think I'm on Facebook as Jazz the Pet Stylist. So JS and then the Pet Stylist, like hairstylist, of course. And then you can also find me online. I have a website, jasthepetstylist.com. So you can also contact me on there too to talk. Or if you
Sure.
got any questions, if any groomers have any questions or anything like that, we do events and stuff too. So I need to let you know I'm thinking of doing a really big event next year. So maybe I
Okay.
can get y'all to come on down to Chicago.
Oh yeah, I'll bring the group.
Okay, come on, come
Yeah,
on.
we
It'll
got
be a good
no.
time.
Chicago is a beautiful city, though.
It
Chicago is
is.
a beautiful city. Like
It
when I
is.
came to Chicago a few years ago, I was like surprised, like
Yeah,
surprised in a good way. Like this is
yeah,
it's a beautiful city.
yeah.
Literally, the beach is right there.
I really want. So I live downtown now. This is
Okay.
also again groomers. Stay consistent because you can buy so much with dog hair if you do it the right way.
Yes, so
I
for
have a
sure.
really nice little one bedroom in downtown. So right over there is the lake. So I'm literally looking
Yeah,
at the lake and I'm looking at downtown from my window. It's
off of dog
Chicago is
hair.
gorgeous.
Yeah, Chicago is a beautiful city, y'all. Like I was blown away, no, for sure.
Somebody
Um,
puts you on a yacht in the summertime, going east towards the skyline, you're gonna fall in love. You're
yeah,
fa- I got New York friends right now who
yeah,
then moved here just off a boat in the summertime, and now they're here permanently.
yeah. No, I 100% agree, and I don't blame them at all. Well, all right. Well, beautiful people. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. I know it was the Pet Pro Power Hour, but we pushed through and I hope you learned something. I hope you
Yeah,
learned something, and I hope that you were inspired in in your journey in this industry and in entrepreneurship, or even if you're not pursuing entrepreneurship, but just listening to those in the pet industry help you out in any questions that you may have or people that are entrepreneurs that are in the pet industry, something that you can steer them and guide them in the right direction. So, till next time, people, this is Pet Pro Power Hour. Thank you again.
peace, y'all.